Hello, and welcome to Moonstone Mountaineer. My name is Gina, and I'm very excited to have you here. Today we'll be focusing on transportation to and from Yosemite National Park. First, I'd like to go over the YARTS bus with you guys. YARTS stands for Yosemite Area Recreational Transportation System, and this is my favorite way to get in and out of the park. I use YARTS all the time. There are 4 different routes that you can take to enter Yosemite or to exit. I would recommend that you look this up before you try to use the YARTS to make sure that each route is in service for the time of year that you'll be visiting, and make sure that there are no road closures as well. The route on the 140 or the western entrance is the all year round route. I recommend this route if you have a choice because it is the most consistently run and it is a less windy road, so when you're on that bus, it's just a more relaxing trip. Highway 140 comes all the way from Merced, runs through Mariposa, and then to Yosemite. Highway 41 comes from Fresno, goes through Oakhurst, enters through the southern entrance, and goes into Yosemite from there. The 120 would enter from the northwestern side. This is not a very frequent trip, not a very frequent route, so check the times on that one and make sure that they're actually running. Highway 120 East, which comes from Mammoth Lakes and goes through Tuolumne Meadows into Yosemite Valley. That is the least frequent route. For example, this year, 2023, Tuolumne Meadows is just closed. That road is completely closed, so there's no way to take the YARTS on that road. The YARTS is a wonderful way to beat the entrance line and to also just relax on your way in. A lot of people don't like these really windy, steep mountain roads, and it is nice to just sit back, relax, and look at Yosemite as you drive in. You also don't have to worry about parking, which is a real issue this year in the park. Go ahead and look at some of my previous videos if you're interested on that. But it is really important this year to be early and to find parking. However, if you take the YARTS, you don't even have to worry about that at all. Make sure that you are aware of the scheduled times for the YARTS bus, because I have seen countless visitors get stranded in the park because they missed their bus. Show up about 10 minutes early, 15 minutes early. Make sure you're there. I have seen the YARTS just honestly fly by every once in a while. If they're running late, they just stop for a second, they don't see anyone, and then they just go. So make sure you're there on time. I've seen way too many people stranded in Yosemite Valley. To ensure that you have a seat on the bus, I always recommend reserving a spot beforehand. You never know if the bus will fill up, and those people who made a reservation online are going to have priority before people who are just showing up day of. If you're taking the route that starts from Fresno, it actually starts at the Fresno Yosemite International Airport, which is a wonderful way to just fly in from wherever you're visiting, hop on the bus, and just relax and enjoy. If you're coming in from the Merced or the 140 route, then just know that Amtrak has some options for you on their train, where you take the train from wherever you were coming from, stop in Merced, and right next to that train station, you hop right onto that bus. The YARTS is just so convenient, and it's my favorite transportation in and out of Yosemite. Some other options for getting into the park include private tour companies. An example of some of the more popular companies include Yosemite 360 Tours, Gold Coast Tours, and Incredible Adventures. All of these tours will get you into the park, and they'll also give you some wonderful guided experiences that, if you're looking for that, would be an extra perk. Again, with this transportation, you do not have to worry about parking or the line situation. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the view. Once you're inside Yosemite Valley, there is the free shuttle that goes around the Valley Loop. I don't really recommend relying on this free shuttle, however. There tends to be a lot of long lines, especially during the peak season, during the summer, and there tends to be just too many people using that system, so you could wait a long time for the bus to show up, and then it just shows up completely full, and you can't get on. I have seen people bring bikes on the YARTS. I highly recommend bringing bikes if you can. I would call ahead first, though, to make sure that there's room to put your bike on the YARTS bus. When I saw people with bikes on the YARTS, they had it underneath the bus. I'm sure there's only so much room under the bus, and depending on the size of your bike, maybe it won't fit. I don't know. But I highly recommend calling YARTS if you're going to bring your bike. If you can bring your bike, that is the best way to get around Yosemite. There's tons of bike trails, and it's just a really fun time. You're not going to be stuck waiting for that free shuttle. Okay, that pretty much sums up everything that I wanted to tell you about transportation in and out of Yosemite. If you could please like and subscribe if any of this information helped you guys out. Comment below if there was something that I left out about the transportation, or just tell me your experience of going in and out of the park. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Gina, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.